Hello, Power fans. It's Mathonical here. Join me for round 3 with some Rally Gond, including the Faithless Looting edition. Our opening hand is a pretty good one. We're going to be able to get our green source, Commune with the Gods, looking for the presence of Gond, and we might be able to get the combo pretty quickly. At least that's what we're hoping to do with this hand. And of course, the backup plan of Battle Screech is always a good one too. See what our opponent is on. Slivers. That is awesome. I really enjoy seeing other people playing Slivers. So we're going to go ahead and cast our Commune with the Gods. We didn't find a Presence of Gond, but we did find a Soul Sister, which can be pretty decent in this matchup, and a Rally the Peasants can certainly help us trade with their creatures if that comes up. Here, we definitely want to just get our... We can either play the Soul Sister plus the Khalni Garden, or just play the Midnight Guard straight up. Crumbling Vestige is not the kind of card we're looking for. We're going to play a bit safer and play the Soul Warden. I assume that our opponent has to play more cards just to kind of really start getting us. This will allow us to gain a bit more life as they're increasing their board position. We're also going to cycle our Ash Barrens in our deck. Drawing more lands is really not where we want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and cast the Battle Screech. Since we do have this Rally the Peasants in the graveyard, it's not unheard of that we just kind of get there with our tokens. So, we're going to take our beats. We can take this for a little while. And here we're going to cast our Midnight Guard. We're also going to get back the Khalni Garden, just so we can make more dudes. And start chipping in for a bit of damage. Okay, Journey for Nowhere on our Midnight Guard. That is a little unfortunate for us. That means we can't win with the combo. But here, if our opponent attacks with everything, which I think they're going to, that's pretty tantalizing. The problem is they didn't actually do the count. We have, with the Rally the Peasants in the graveyard, exactly 17 damage. Presence of Gone means we would have won with Midnight Guard if they hadn't decided to journey it, so good on them. But it may be that the plant token is a little bit deceiving. It says Defender on it, but it doesn't in fact have Defender. You need to remember that the Khalni Garden does make just a plant token with no text whatsoever. So we're just going to go ahead and flash back that Rally the Peasants and swing in for exactly 17. So a little bit of a punt on our opponent's side, but it is pretty difficult to realize that the plant token was able to attack and our Rally the Peasants was going to be able to be flashed back. Kind of fortunate for us that this did end up winning us the game because we were flooding out pretty hard. Without that play to win us the game, we would have had to use the Presence of Gone on one of our creatures just to start generating a little bit of life and a chump blocker, which wouldn't have been unreasonable, but probably not a winning line. So, we're going to go on to game number 2. Taking a look at our sideboard. We do want to bring in the removal of the Journeys and the Oblivion Rings. And we can we're going to take out one Soul Sister, one Battle Screech, one Cenn's Enlistment, and one Plains. We're lowering our curve a little bit, and we're on the draw, so we can afford to take out one land. And yeah, just a little bit of a trim. Also hedging against possible Scattershot Archers coming in, taking out the one Screech there. Taking a look at our opening hand. It's not a great hand, but it is a serviceable one since we're going to be able to play our spells and kind of dig looking for our Midnight Guard, so we'll go ahead and keep that. Our opponent does have some mulligan down to 6, which is a little bit unfortunate for them. Drawing the Plains, I'm just going to go ahead and get the Soul's Attendant out there immediately, just to gain life off of anything our opponent's trying to do. It's really important to make sure we're gaining that life as soon as possible, because every life point can make the difference. We're going to take our beats, and drawing an additional Presence of Gond is not ideal, but we do now have the Midnight Guard, so we're going to try and win with that. We also did get a Prismatic Strands in the graveyard, so any fight-based removal isn't going to work. They need to have either a Journey or an Oblivion Ring here to get rid of our Midnight Guard, and if they don't do that, well, we win. See what our opponent does. 3 mana. Oh, just an Armadillo Cloak. That's actually very good for us. We're going to go ahead and throw away our plant tokens just to make sure we're staying at a fairly healthy life total, and we're going to go ahead and play that Presence of Gond. Our opponent is going to make us go through all of the token creations, so we can just skip through that to the end. Doesn't take very long when you just auto yield to all the triggers. You click, and what I normally do is actually carry the triggered abilities stack right over top of the Midnight Guard, so you don't have to make your mouse travel too far, and you can go through this relatively quickly. We're going to go ahead and I was aiming to make 41 tokens, which was going to be enough to be able to attack through everything, including life gain and blockers. And our opponent does end up conceding as we get close to that number. So, managed to go 3-0 so far. I'll see everybody in round 4.